not really a deserted island. There's heaps of people here. There's a small cruise ship out at harbour. There's another small boat like the one we've got with 4 people on it. And there's a second cruise ship due in later today. The brick structure is called a Kilda. It's a food drying apparatus. These little sheep are left over from when the island was inhabited, and now, although they're tagged, they're completely unmanaged. They're tagged at birth just so that they can keep an eye on how many there are and that sort of thing. In between the more modern houses are what's left over of black houses. This is a black house here would have had a grass roof or a turf roof. Fairly different structure. So they would have been very dark on the inside. These were apparently the original type of dwellings. So they didn't have windows. And a door was pretty low. And on the inside there's nothing much. Well, stone certainly was a sensible building material of choice, because there's plenty of it lying up there on those scree beds. Don't know whether that's left over from a glacier or it's just where the rocks have just slid down. This little fella is an orchid. It's really quite tiny. I'm going to stick my finger in the way so you can see how big it is. It's just a little thing, not even a centimetre across the flower, and the whole thing, it's got this little bud coming here. Probably about 7 centimetres tall all up. So pretty easy to tread on. This little character is the orchid. Don't know. That's about this big. It's got a really nice fine purple pattern on it. And next to that are these little pink ones as well. So these are all tiny. Meet the self-shearing sheep. You can see that their wool is quite long and straggly and seems to fall off quite easily. They rub against the rocks and it comes off. They range from that deep brown to an almost black colour. So as I said, the sheep are not shorn, and all over the place you see clumps like this. This is just the wool that seems to fall off them, or they scratch off on the rocks. Over here is some young males. One chocolate brown and the other one almost black. And these ones are lighter. Yep, taking a picture of you. Show me your best side. Except for the fog, you can see the layout much more clearly up here. You can see like there's a house, and around the back of the house there's like a stone wall. That must have been like their backyard fence. Not quite certain what that big circle structure is. Oh, that's a cemetery. Yeah, that's a cemetery wall, the big circle here. So you can see the backyard fences. Here comes a car. Then there's like a dividing wall right along the middle, and then I suppose they must have been animal enclosures at the back there. There's no house structures, but there's definitely walls. They've been there to keep the animals in. I have a new slogan for my walking. Every mountain you start, you freaking well finish. No matter how puffed you are by the time you get nearly to the end. The fella who I just passed, who had a map, said it was only 1 kilometre to the end, but 130 metres up. So, I don't know, got a bit to go. But the fog spoils all the good views in this place. So this would be the top secret radar dish. Nothing like a good morning. Great place for a sci-fi movie. Well, I'm going to call this quits. I can't find the trig point, and I can't go any further up. Can't see where I'm going, so I'm going to consider this mountain done. This is a double World Heritage Site. It's the World Heritage Site obviously for the historic buildings, but also for the wildlife that's here. There are lots and lots of different types of birds. Apparently only 3 mammals: humans, the sheep, and some Hebridean mice, which are nocturnal, and construction workers. I came and sat down in this nice little out of the way knoll or nook, and there's a pile of sheep shit, but underneath there, not sure if you can see it, There's a dung beetle doing the dung beetle thing. Can you see it moving?
So the majority of the nesting birds stay here in Borroway. And between Borroway and Doon, which is the one you see back there with a gap in it, there's 120,000 pairs of breeding puffins. So you'll have to take my word for this today, but if you were to look straight up there in amongst the clouds, that's the highest point in Borroway, at 386 metres high from sea level. To put that into some context, you would be 6 metres higher than the Eiffel Tower. If you look over there to the right hand side, you'll see maybe about 15 or 20 stone dwellings just on the top of the hill there.
All those dwellings.
Oh, yes.
So that's where they would stay for up to 2 weeks at a time when they were over here hunting and working.